You're in Maharashtra, 15 years local anti-incumbency, 10 years national anti-incumbency, a double whammy. Is this the toughest election you've ever fought?
Well, in a way, yes, because there is a fatigue factor. I don't really accept the theory of anti-incumbency. It is really good governance or a bad governance. Why did we win in 2004? Because we had an anti-incumbency of 99 to 2004 in Maharashtra. So we won. We won in 2009 after a 10-year of anti-incumbency in Maharashtra. So I think it is simply fatigue with the local candidate. It's simply whether you really perform badly.
People want to change something.
And people don't want change for the sake of change, as people expect. Otherwise, every 5 years should have a turnaround. It's that when people perceive that you could have done better, but you're not done better, or there are some personal allegations of wrongdoings or not attending to people's problems. It's a very complex thing to sum it up as anti-incumbency is too.
But one of your toughest elections ever.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You know, in 2009, you also had the benefit of, some people would call it, a Mr. Raj Thackeray cutting into the votes of the opposition, and your victory wasn't, margins as a state wasn't very large. And the question is, I think I'm looking at all the states with their coalition partners. Say there is Akalis and BJP, Jammu and Kashmir here. Here they are not partners, they are not adversaries, they are enemies. I mean, each guy is all the time going for the other. I mean, yesterday I read the Nilesh Rane, the NCP, say you won't contest for him. How can you win an election when the two partners are out to get each other?
No, in that's out of 48 seats, you're only singled out one single
so
seat.
So many more, Mr.
Where
Chief
there
Minister.
is a problem. But in case of the split between MNS and Shiv Sena, that's precisely what happens in small regional parties. There are family feuds like in DMK and other places. And the whole concept of the index of opposition unity, which you people have told us about, that's the whole point. You know, the opposition is not united. It will benefit the party in power or the main political party. And that's going to happen. It's happening this time also. They are not very clear about ideology, they're just going on personalities, and people now, I think, will hopefully realize that we need to move towards a national party kind of a scenario, at least in national elections. Regional parties may have a role in regional elections or local elections, but at national level, if you get more small regional parties elected, there will be more instability. That equation, at least without going it, is true.
So in your campaigning, what's your strategy? Are you fighting mainly Modi or mainly local leaders?
Well,
what do you find?
The local candidate is fighting a local leader. They're talking about development, they're talking about what they did for the constituency. The local candidates are not talking about big scene, but we were running the state level campaign. We were of course talking about a 10-year record of the UPA, which was a sterling record if you look at numbers. The growth rates were higher than perceptions are what they are, but people realized that there was definitely development. They benefited by huge schemes. The farm communities benefited. The urban renewals programs have worked. The free food program came in very late, but people are benefiting from it. They're fighting if they don't get it.
But is there a Modi factor?
We're not sure. I'm not really sure, because let me remind you, Pranay, that your own channel in 2004 predicted a repeat of NDA. It didn't happen. Your own channel and your surveys, with the Sora was there, or I don't know, but one of those surveys...
This bit we'll cut out, you know that. No, we won't.
So, I'll go on other channels. But in 2009, a huge victory for NDA was predicted. And particularly the numbers...
2009? So we gave you 206 seats?
No, that is later on. But the survey that I got, March to April, March to June period.
No, we gave you the largest, 2006.
I think maybe NDTV gave, but I have got numbers.
Fine.
And they were talking about 145, 150, but we got 206. So one of the factors I worry is, there is something going on about these surveys. So, I mean, at least there should be a caveat, like cigarette smoking is harmful. We were wrong in such and such election, and we could be wrong, but this is what we feel.
I'd like to say the BBC has been wrong on the exit polls 2 consecutive elections.
In a small country.
But you're right.
It's not an exact science yet.
Polls are not an exact science anywhere.
But they do
Gallup
influence.
got the American elections wrong this time by 5%.
And they're easier to call when there are two parties.
Yeah,
There are too many
very
complex parties.
complicated, yeah.
Difficult. So I don't think there is a Modi wave. in urban areas, first-time voters who normally are anti-government, anti-establishment, normally don't vote. This time they're going to vote. They perhaps will vote anti-establishment because their experience, they don't have a large experience of life and they want things to happen quickly. And I don't blame them. That's a factor which will play. But if you translate that to a wave, I don't think there's a wave. In rural areas, what UP has done for farm community, what Maharashtra government has done for Maharashtra people when calamity hit us, has been outstanding. No other government anywhere in the country has matched what we have done. Huge amount of resources because we are a #1 state. We have the ability to do it. And I think that will be appreciated by people.
One thing, the opinion polls. Forget opinion polls. The latest 10 seats have gone for elections.
Yes.
The bookies are saying every single seat is going to the BJP. So you can bet on that.
Well,
Forget the polls, bet on the bookies.
Well, I think bookies have been wrong also. I mean, bookies were...
They are smarter than us. They put their money where their mouth is.
Well, they don't put it. You know, the
Others
bookies
do.
don't put. They make fool of other people.
But they're saying every single seat.
Well, that's what some of the surveys.
Worrying
But I think what's happening is there's a underground campaign to show that BJP is winning, and I think very, very effective use of media is being done.
Do you think that Congress has not used the media and
Yes.
not used their propaganda effectively?
Yes, I think so. I think they have used it effectively, both the social media and the print media, the
The
traditional
BJP
media.
has. The Congress has lagged behind on that.
They're lagged behind. I think they have. See, what has happened for the first time after thousands of years, oratory has become important.
Right.
You know, like because
TV.
live television, it's live television,
Correct.
not just a sound bite. That has brought oratory back into the homes, and people are watching, and more theatrics, more dramatics.
Are you also
As
doing
a-
a bit of that?
No, we
You yourself?
no, we got some live broadcast of some speeches, but not as effectively as BJP has done.
No, can't you do a bit of...
That we can do.
What are the 2 or 3 points that you emphasize again and again when you ask for votes?
So one thing which I have lately done is I have found out that Mr. Modi is doing nothing but attacking personalities, attacking individual leaders. I have not seen a single statement that this policy of Congress is bad, I'm going to change it, that I'm going to bring a new policy, articulate a little bit. Of course, you cannot detail out the policy. The manifesto documents are completely wishy-washy, nothing. I think Mr. Modi perhaps didn't even want to have a manifesto. He has completely hijacked the party, and that indicates a personality trait. Forget Godra, forget what happened in how the police was used, but the trait of what he has done now is completely sidelined senior leaders. You got to deny a ticket here and ticket there, but to humiliate people, to make Jaswant Singh cry, just to show that now I count. What manifesto? I am the manifesto. What party? I am the party. And so that is a dangerous trait. What I'm trying to tell people that this is a dictatorial trait. This is exactly how the man in Germany got elected democratically.
So
And
this
so-
is what you are saying.
This is one of the themes is that. The other thing is the 10-year period of UPA. I mean, will be remembered, written about in history, because of all said and done, a very difficult relationship. Running a difficult coalition. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ran that coalition for 10 years. If you're just thrown in the towel, there could be great instability and chaos, particularly when the global economy is hitting the bottom.
After the elections, do you think Mr. Sharad Pawar may support Modi?
I don't think ideologically he's not one. I don't know whether the rest of his party
Might.
Remain, whether there will be internal ideological differences about joining the winning party if at all they win.
Be on the winning
I
side.
personally feel that NDA will not get a clear majority like some of the polls have.
Some of these.
And if that doesn't happen, and if they need some outside support, then Mr. Modi will not get that. It will have to be somebody else.